Greetings, metalheads, and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George, and today I'm back with a Live Killers slash a new-ish release review. A pretty extensive release, actually, and one that I must admit, the first time that I became aware of it, the first time I heard about it, I was a little bit skeptical. It took a little while to convince me to actually take the leap and give this article a purchase. It is a live box set from one of my all-time favourite bands, and a band that has had probably, well, one of the most impactful, influential bands in heavy music, who have influenced bands throughout time, across generations, and will continue to do so. One of the most important bands in the progression of heavy music. And of course I'm talking about the mighty Motorhead, the legendary Motorhead, a band that played rock and roll but influenced the development of everything from heavy metal and thrash metal through black metal, death metal, and God knows whatever else. Motorhead, where would the world be without Motorhead and the late great Lemmy Kilmister? An absolute legend, a true legend, and a legendary band. So this release here, this is a lovely little box set. This is entitled The Lost Tapes, and it comprises 5 live albums, if you like. We get 5 full shows boxed together here that were originally released as vinyl, double vinyl releases. I believe it might have been for sort of record store day releases and things like that, but 5 shows that, for whatever reason, maybe they didn't quite make the cut, or there just wasn't a need for a live album at the time. Don't really know. But they were shows recorded, and finally, after being condemned to the vaults for many years, I'm sure, they have seen the light of day as what was originally these very nice coloured vinyls. I remember seeing them advertised and thinking, well, to be honest, my first thought was someone's looking to make a bit more money out of Motorhead's music here. Someone's pushing to get a few more coins out of this late legendary band. But, you know, is there a real need for more Motorhead live albums? That's the other thing we have to consider. I am a massive Motorhead fan. I have loads of Motorhead live albums. I think the only one at present that I don't have, the only 2 at present, is Stage Fright and Everything Louder Than Everything Else, I think. I can't even quite remember, but I'll get them, don't you worry. But Motorhead have got so many live albums. Then we suddenly get these dug out of the vault recordings where, you know, for whatever reason they didn't make the original cut or didn't get released at the time. There seems to be loads of them. I was skeptical. But I was very wrong, because I started to hear lots of very enthusiastic and very positive reviews about the Lost Tapes. There was a lot of good things being said. I try not to be too influenced by other reviews and by, you know, the reviews you get on Amazon and things like that, because, you know, diehard fans, they are going to have that greater connectivity with a band's material. It makes sense, right? But actually, when I decided to take the plunge and check it out on Spotify, I was really impressed with what I was hearing. I was really shocked, actually, because you've got 5 live albums here, and where I was sort of sampling random tracks from random albums out of this box set, I was really impressed. Some of these are really good, high quality live recordings. And of course, they've been, you know, played with a little bit here, but, you know, in the studio. But actually, they sound great. This is 5 Motorhead shows in its full rock and roll fury from across the years as well. And it's absolutely brilliant. I freaking love this. And I've been listening to this box set a lot. So we've got Disc 1 and 2, live in Madrid, which was 1993. Then we've got live in Norwich, which is really cool because the University of East Anglia, UEA, is a venue that I have frequented many times over the years. So a live in Norwich recording is very cool. That's from 1998. We've got live in Malmo in 2000, live in Heilbronn in 1984, and then we've got live at Donington Download Festival in 2008. And the little sticker on the front here says, listen to Motorhead live and loud on this 8 CD box set, collecting volumes 1 to 5 of the Lost Tapes, featuring the Live in Madrid Sacrifice Tour 95, the No Speak No With Forked Tongue Tour 1998, and that's in Norwich. Malmo is the We Are Motorhead Tour 2000. Heilbronn is Christmas Metal Meeting 1984. And then obviously we've got Download Festival as well. And you do get a little random sticker in here as well. And it's a nice box set. So I actually picked this up, I think it was just a seller on eBay. Happened to have them for about £30, £35. I can't remember. It was a few weeks ago now. But I thought, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going to take the plunge. And I'm so pleased that I did. So these albums come as individual digipacks, which is another winner because these are digis. These aren't little just simple card sleeves. They're actually proper digipack gatefolds. And they're really nice. They're really nice quality because they almost look like a bootleg. Yes, I think that's the whole point. But they've actually got photographs, presumably from the show. You know, you've got a little bit of information there, a little bit about what the tour was, where it was recorded, the track lists, and they're really nice. They're really nice. So the Live in Madrid show from 95 on the Sacrifice Tour is one of my favourites from this box set, definitely. It's also one of the best in terms of the sound quality. But you get some fantastic tracks here because obviously it's the Sacrifice Tour, so we get Sex and Death, Over Your Shoulder, Dogface Boy, the title tracks, Sacrifice. Brilliant, fantastic. So they've honoured Sacrifice there, which I personally think is a top-notch album. But then they're dipping in to a lot of different eras of Motorhead. What I really appreciate is the heavy contribution that we get from the Bastards album, which would have been the album before this, before Sacrifice rather. So we've got On Your Feet and On Your Knees, which is a speed machine. Liar, which is an absolute beast of a heavy groover. Burner, which is full throttle speed attack. What else we got here? Born to Raise Hell, of course. You know, greatest hit stuff. They're right there. What else we got? You know, going back to Bastards, we get the brilliant Lost in the Ozone, which is a slower track, definitely. But I love the fact they've included so much from the March or Die 1916 era as well. We've got the one to sing the blues. March or Die, we've got You Better Run. Going to Brazil. Rock and Roll, freaking brilliant. So this is a really good one. This is a top-notch, you know, 22-track show. And we even get a cover, if you like, of Silver Machine, the Hawkwind classic. So it's a really solid album. Live in Madrid, 85. Then we get the Live in Norwich, October 98 album, which is very good. No doubt at all. I'd say that it's not quite as good in terms of the sound quality. But this is from the Snakebite Love tour, I believe. Yeah. What can I say? You get more choice cuts here. Kicking off with Bomber. One of the best Motorhead songs. Frickin' hell. What an amazing track. We get some nods to that interesting 1916 through Sacrifice era with I'm So Bad, Baby I Don't Care, Over Your Shoulder. Revisiting the much underrated Overnight Sensation, we get Civil War. Absolutely brilliant. A real deep dive there. Well, I say a real deep dive. It's not really. It's just probably not been aired for a little while by that point. Shine from Another Perfect Day. An absolutely monstrous track, that is. Love for Sale, the opening track from Snakebite Love. Trying to think if there's any other real deep dives. Not many. I mean, the second disc rather, revisits in all the classics in fine style there. But yeah, this is a great one. Just not quite as good as that Madrid show, but still strong. There's no complaints about the sound quality from me. No chance. I'm trying to keep these in order. Then we've got live in Malmo, We Are Motorhead tour. I have to say, I really do like these little digis. I think they're really quite high quality. I really do like the fact they've actually gone through the effort to make it look so authentic, and like I say, it's the same package as what the vinyl had. So this is 95, no, 2000. Live, interesting. I've just noticed there's a little bit of a typo. So this says, obviously, this is live in Malmo, but then on the inside there, we've got recorded live Madrid, 1st of June 95. Oops. A little bit of a typo. That is interesting. I wonder what it says in the Madrid one. Yeah, same thing. Oops. Someone might want to fix that. Anyway, other than the typo, really strong stuff. Setlist wise, We Are Motorhead, the title track of that album. Brilliant. Then we get a pretty solid run, a lot of the same tracks, although on this one we've got Shoot You in the Back, which is very welcome. A couple more tracks from We Are Motorhead. We've got the questionable and unnecessary Sex Pistols cover of God Save the Queen. No thanks. But Motorhead do it quite well. Then we got Stay Out of Jail. And then, yeah, pretty much all the classics, although we've got Broken from Overnight Sensation, and more importantly, we get Iron Fist back for good measure. This one, in terms of sound quality, does suffer just a little bit at times, but overall, pretty good, just not quite as good as the other two that we've looked at already. Then we get the Heilbronn in Germany, Christmas Metal Meeting, and this is very cool because it does have a little poster in here, which I wish I was at this show. So we've got Motorhead, Helix, Merciful Fate, Girls' School, and then Talon. Merciful Fate, awesome. Girls' School, can imagine that really was a fun Christmas metal meeting in Germany. Nice. Setlist wise, very good, very early stuff, because this would have been presumably a year after. Well, it would have been on the Iron Fist tour, around that time, just after that release. So we get heavy involvement from Iron Fist, which is absolutely wonderful in my view. Iron Fist, Heart of Stone, we get the Hammer from Ace of Spades, Shoot You in the Back, Jailbait, lovely. Nothing Up My Sleeve, brilliant. We Are the Road Crew, Bite the Bullet, Motorhead, Bomber, Overkill, all the good stuff. You're getting all the choice fan favourites there. But actually, this does sound really good considering it's 1984. It sounds very good quality. It's a really good album there. And lastly, we get probably, well, to be honest, it sounds big and it sounds modern. It is the most modern. So it's 2008, Download Festival. Could be vying for the #1 spot in my opinion. It does sound great. It really does sound great. And Lemmy is, and it's the same for all of these albums, Lemmy is such a good frontman. The crowd banter is hilarious. I had the pleasure of seeing Motorhead a number of times, and because it was in the later years of Motorhead, the crowd interaction was a little bit less than what I'm hearing here anyway, and a lot of the discussion or chat came from Phil Campbell rather than Lemmy. But it's great to hear Lemmy on fine form, sounding great. He sounds great on all of these live albums. He sounds like Lemmy on good top form, and the whole band sounds tight. Really does. I can't complain about the musicianship from this very fast and loose but talented band at any point. But this download recording is very, very good, I must say, and it's full of brilliant tracks. So we've got Dr. Rock kicking off the set from Orgasmatron. Got Be My Baby and One Night Stand from the Kiss of Death album. We've got Killers from Inferno. Then we get Over the Top, which is a brilliant one. A nod to Thin Lizzy with Rosaline, which is great. Very, very nice inclusion there. Just Because You Got the Power. Oh, fantastic. Killed by Death. And then we get Wurzel featuring for the last two tracks, Ace of Spades and Overkill. It's brilliant. As I say, Lemmy is on great form throughout all of these live recordings. You know, they're not going to have released them if Lemmy sounded terrible or if the band sounded awful. I get that. But they really do sound like a band on fine form in all of these live recordings. Phil Campbell is such a great guitarist. That guy is an absolute beast on the guitars. Absolutely love that guy. And his guitar work sounds brilliant. Again, he's full of the crowd interaction and banter there. Mickey D, though, what an absolute monster behind the kit that guy is. He is such a great drummer. And his drumming on all these live albums, it's absolutely formidable. Absolutely formidable. I mean, 84 presumably would have been a slightly different lineup at that point. In fact, I wonder if it even gives us the lineup here. So yeah, we still have Wurzel and we have Pete Gill on drums in 84, but we do have Phil in the band there, Phil Campbell. So that's the slight difference in terms of lineups. The rest of it's going to be pretty much the same, isn't it? Mickey D, Phil. Yeah, Phil. You know what? Phil Campbell's been in Motorhead longer, or was in Motorhead, far longer than I actually kind of appreciated. For some reason, I had it in my head that he joined Motorhead in the sort of late 90s, but no, much earlier than that. So, what would I say about the Lost Tapes? I would say this is definitely one for the fans. This is definitely, if you're a Motorhead fan, you've probably already got every live album from No Sleep Till Hammersmith right up to Clean Your Clocks. That one. Probably got them all already. And yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. But these are all really worth hearing. These are all worth hearing. And it's just great. You know, no, we're not going to get any more Motorhead albums, and that's fine. You know, we've got 20-something studio albums that they released, but I personally don't care how many Motorhead live albums I hear. If it sounds as good as this, I'm probably going to buy it. Let's be honest. So Motorhead, The Lost Tapes, 5 great live albums to add to your Motorhead collection. Rock and Roll, Glory, absolutely love it. If you need convincing, the ones that I would definitely recommend reaching for first and checking out on Spotify or YouTube or whatever the hell, the live at Donington 2008 and the live in Madrid 95, definitely. Those two are the best, but they're all good. They're all brilliant in their own way. So check it out. Long live the mighty Lemmy and Phil and Mickey and everyone else. Everyone else. Filthy Animal, Wurzel, Fast Eddie. Rest in peace. And God bless you. Or Lemmy bless you. Whatever. Dio bless you. I don't know. There's too many gods that have passed in the heavy music world. But check out Motorhead, The Lost Tapes. I'm pretty sure I saw recently that you can get some of these as vinyl releases for about £20 now. And I think you can actually get the box set, this rather nice, and it is a really high quality box set, for about £40 on Amazon. So I would honestly say it's worth it. Value for money. You've got 8 discs here. Do the maths. It's a £5 a disc. Hey, and it's just Motorhead. Rock and frickin' roll. So check it out. Check out The Lost Tapes. Have you already got this release? Have you already been converted over? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the mighty Motorhead and on The Lost Tapes. Interested to hear. But thanks very much for watching, my friends. Please do feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. It's all very much appreciated. Until next time, take care of yourselves and stay heavy.